Hi guys, my name's Bruce McAllis, but most of you know that already, so we'll leave it there. You're probably wondering a little bit about the hat. First of all, I get a lot of responses from all 12 of you regular viewers. No, it's more than that actually, 13 or 14, whatever, about my appearance and the fact that on my website and on Facebook I'm wearing a hat. Guess what? It's my hat. I've had it for 20 years. It's a lovely Akubra. I look after it very well. To anybody who owns an Akubra, they know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, go and spend a few $100s and go and buy one. You'll find out. Now, excuse me while I remove it, but excuse the hat hair that comes with it. Okay, having delicately thrown the hat on the floor behind me, full on respect to the hat. The hair's mine. It's grey. I'm old. Get used to it. I recently shaved off my beard. People say, why did you do that? Because I wanted to. And you either like the beard or you like the moustache, or you like both, or you don't like either. I really couldn't give a rat's ass either way. It doesn't matter. I portray me. Okay? My opinions offend quite a few people. Once again, they're my opinions. Care factor is 0. So don't bother with all that rubbish. If you don't like looking at my vlogs or whatever the hell they may be, then don't watch them. I don't care. I don't review them. Once I've posted the vlogs, I just forget about them. I'll go on to the next one. Or my next glass of red wine, whatever the case may be. Wine usually wins. Oh, there's another point. Am I an alcoholic? Probably technically yes. Do I get drunk? No, I don't. I always stop drinking before that happens. In the 11 years I've been married to my lovely wife, she's never seen me once drunk because I've never been drunk one time. I don't do that rubbish. Not that I get involved in violence or any of that other bullshit that goes with being a piss pot. But I do enjoy my red wine. Okay, I forgot to mention my single malt Scotch whiskey, which I drink less and less of these days purely because of the price. The price is absolutely bloody ridiculous. And would you believe, in Burnie, we actually have a whiskey distillery that makes pure malt whiskey. And this counterfeit pure malt bloody whiskey is twice the price of the real stuff out of the Scotland. Go work that out. So why don't I drink that? Because it's not genuine and it's twice the price of the real gear. How silly is that? Doesn't matter much. Now, another thing is we talk about houses. I see a lot of reports, how big a house has to be and how small the land is. Well, let me tell you, I live in an old house. It's the same age as my wife. The house is 65. I won't tell you how old my wife is. And it's a weatherboard home that was built in Burnie that many years ago as accommodation for people working in the wood mill here, or the chip industry or whatever it is. Wood chip industry, not potato chip industry. But the thing is about weatherboard houses in Tasmania, they're made out of hardwood, not crappy pine. They last for like over 100 years. I won't last that long. Oh God, hopefully not. And it's in immaculate condition. Yes, some of the floorboards creak. I love it. Try and sneak into my house unrecognised during the night and see how far you get. It's all good. Better than an alarm system, quite well. It is an alarm system, I guess. It's a beautiful home, and it's on a very small block of land, 825 square metres of landscape flowers, which my wife has done marvellously. It's 200 metres above sea level, which means the views out over the ocean are magnificent. 80% of the time, 7 o'clock in the morning, which is when I usually get up, I open the blinds and I'm greeted by the best sunrises you can possibly imagine. The other 20% of the time it's all cloudy and rubbish and whatever. But although the air in Burnie and the surrounding areas is supposed to be, scientifically supposed to be, the cleanest air in the world, which means I probably won't get lung cancer from pollution. And since I don't smoke, it won't be cigarette smoke either. And I don't allow smokers in the house, so it won't be side stream smoke, So air-wise, I'm okay. It's good. It's also a lovely climate, better than Melbourne, better than the tropics. I lived in the tropics for 20 odd years. Trust me, tropics is overrated to hell. The pollution, the cyclones and all the rubbish, it's just not good. Okay, getting back to that. The small house thing. I have a 3-bedroom small house with magnificent views on a very large block on an elevated site. Now, there are only 2 of us in the house. Me, who is a rather large person, and my wife, who is not a particularly rather large person. It's big enough for both of us. We have a third bedroom, which we occasionally rent out on a very short term. God knows why. I think we decided to do it because of the accommodation crisis. But you get over that fairly quickly. Office number 3, or bedroom number 3, is where I'm talking from now, which is my office. So there we go. You understand all about me now. Except that when I'm doing these vlogs or whatever they're called, I've got no idea what they really are. I'm expressing my own opinions. And whether you like them or not, there they are. If you don't like them, close the blog, vlog, dog, whatever it is. I don't care. Now, next thing I'll talk about is generations. I recently downloaded through AI all the different so-called generations from baby boomers, which is me, right up until hang on, I've got to check what the latest ones are called. Hang on a minute, be right with you. I've got it all written down here. I printed them all out just because I'm purely interested in what they are. Oh, dear me, where are we? I've lost it. Too many pieces of paper. Yep. Anyway, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. It's got all the different historical context, work ethics, technology, social changes associated with each era. And we've all got one thing in common. When we were young, we had a whinge about the economy. Do you really think it was any easier as a baby boomer to buy a house than it is now? Really? Yeah, it was actually much easier. But every generation faces its own challenges. And if you've got any balls, or if you're born without them and you've got any other things that you should have, cope with it. Learn to live with it, learn to work around it. Just stop whinging, for God's sake. Every generation's whinging and blaming the baby boomers. The only problem we had, the only thing we're at fault of, is creating more of you lot. Because without us, you wouldn't be here. Ha! There you go. All right, last thing. Let's get back to this budget rubbish. Now, we had this budget. It's a shocker. It's a terrible bloody thing, $300 kick in the pocket for our electricity costs. For everybody, from those living on the streets to billionaires, will get the $300, but you don't. If you're a married couple, you get a portion of the $300. And so it goes on. If you're a pensioner, it doesn't matter. The thing is, it's just a gimmick going into an election year. There can be lots and lots of those coming up in the next 12 months or so. So just be aware of them and don't believe too much of any of them, because regardless of who gets in, this is how it works. You get elected for a short period of time, several years, 3 or 4, I can't remember which, doesn't matter. So you get elected and you're going to do all these wonderful things, and suddenly you realise, I've got a short-term job. I've got to find another job in a few years. My God, what am I going to say or do to make sure that happens? So all the good intentions go out the window. And the rest of their time, it's probably after the first 3 weeks, is focused on them getting re-elected so they can keep their job. Do they care about you or me? No. Do they care about themselves? Damn right they do 100%. Which is why you can't trust politicians. A very good saying is, do you know when a politician is lying? The answer is yes, their lips are moving. Got that right? Now, do I hate politicians? No, I don't. They're a necessary evil in this world, I guess. Why are they necessary? I have no idea. So maybe they're not. That's all I got for the day. See you later, guys.